Hey, this is Lindsay from Fit and Fabulous, and today I'm gonna show you how to make two super delicious protein ball recipes. These are two recipes that are super good, super delicious, and honestly, I'm gonna show you because these are so good. The first recipe I want to show you is basically kind of like the original peanut butter protein ball recipe. So this is a recipe that you can actually take. It's kind of like a base to basically you can kind of like make it your own. It's really easy to make, it's really good, it's really delicious, and it's like super simple. So basically like the recipe I'm about to show you, so take that recipe, add some stuff to it if you want because it is really good. So like I said, that's the first one. That is like the original peanut butter protein ball recipe. Now the second one, which is basically like the one that I'm eating right now, is actually a chocolate truffle peanut butter ball recipe. And it is so good. These make like a really good dessert, like obviously like a good healthy dessert. It's really good like for a snack, kind of like a grab and go. And it's just like a really good treat. So highly recommend both of these. So that's why I want to share these recipes with you guys today. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lindsay and I am from Fit and Fabulous. And of course, this is my YouTube channel. So I post videos like this every single week. I post videos on weight loss, I do delicious recipes, I do fun reviews, I do lots of really fun things on this channel. So be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notifications so you guys never miss a video like this in the future. As well as I want to show you guys and basically share my free 5-day meal plan. So be sure to click the link above and then you guys can actually download that for absolute free. So let's get started with our very first recipe. So for our very first recipe, we are going to be using some quick oats. So oats is great to use in protein balls because it has really great fiber in there. It's like that really good healthy carbs. So in this recipe, we are going to be using 1 cup of quick oats. Next, we're going to be using some peanut butter. So this is just all natural, regular peanut butter, which literally means it's just smushed peanuts is all it is. Some of the other peanut butters you can buy in the store actually have icing sugar and all that extra crap in it, but we just want like all natural, just like regular peanut butter. So we're going to be using 1/2 cup of peanut butter in this recipe. Next, we're going to be using some honey. So this is just some regular honey that you can just buy at your like local grocery store. So in this recipe, we are going to be using 1/3 cup of honey. Next, we need some protein, so I like to use LadyBoss Lean vanilla cake flavor. I love it because it is gluten-free and grass-fed whey. This protein powder tastes amazing, and it only has 100 calories, which is fantastic. It has 15 grams of protein and so many vitamins and minerals. It's great for weight loss, immunity support, craving control, and digestive health. So that's why I like to use it. So in this recipe, we are going to be using 2 scoops of the LadyBoss Lean vanilla cake flavor. And then you want to mix that bad boy up. So we're just going to mix it up as much as we can. And I always like to add a few chocolate chips. So these are semi-sweet chocolate chips. This is just like mini chocolate chips. So I just like to add this. It just adds a little bit of extra sweetness, and who doesn't love chocolate chips in protein balls? So in this recipe, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons in there. Now, if you want to, you don't have to add the chocolate chips, but I like to have them in there, so that's why I like to add them. And so of course you wanna mix that up again. Mix it up as much as you can. It does kind of get a little bit messy, but it's totally worth it. And then you want to grab a plate, and this recipe is going to make about 12 protein balls. So then I always like to break up the dough so it's kind of like in half and then in half and then in half again, basically trying to like get 12 of the same size protein balls. And then you can put them in the fridge for like 10-15 minutes to let them cool, and then I always like to put them in a little container as well. So, and voila, there we have it. Those are our original peanut butter protein balls, and they are so good. Next, we're going to be making our chocolate truffle peanut butter balls. So again, we're going to need a bowl. And so for this recipe, we're going to start with some protein. So some LadyBoss Lean vanilla cake flavored, of course, because again, it is my favorite protein. Now, if you guys don't have the LadyBoss Lean, that's okay, just as long as it's vanilla cake flavor. So you want to add 3 scoops of this protein, just as long as it's vanilla cake flavor. So 3 scoops of the protein powder. So next we're going to be using some Swerve. Now this is basically like the icing sugar type Swerve. So this is kind of like the finer version. Now if you have the other type of Swerve, it's totally fine as well. I love to use Swerve just because it is 0 calories. It is a really great sugar replacement because it is made with erythritol. So it actually doesn't like spike your blood sugar, which is great, especially when you're trying to lose weight. So in this recipe, we are going to be using 3 tablespoons of Swerve. Next, we're going to be using some coconut flour. So you can just find this at your local grocery store. So we are going to be using 2 tablespoons of coconut flour in this recipe. Next, we need some peanut butter. Again, this is just all natural, regular peanut butter, smooth. So we are going to be using 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter in this recipe. Next, we're going to be using some coconut oil. So this is just virgin coconut oil, just, you know, from your local grocery store. So we are going to be using 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in this recipe. And then we want to grab a spoon and we want to stir all of that goodness up. So we're just going to stir, 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 and stir it all up. Then you want to grab a plate and you want to measure out 12 protein balls. Then we're going to take those protein balls and we are actually going to put them in the fridge. Now it's best if you actually put them in the fridge overnight, just because then they tend to like harden that much better, especially when you're trying to put the chocolate in. So if you want to put them in there for at least a couple hours, if not overnight. So after you've done that, then what you want to do is you want to take some chocolate chips. Now these are just dark chocolate chips. You want to take about 1 cup of those and you want to put that in the microwave and melt that. So it's nice and liquidy. That's why you want to make sure that you have the protein balls. You put them in the fridge so they're nice and hard. So when you put them in the warm chocolate, it doesn't actually kind of like melt them too much. And then what you want to do is you want to take the protein balls and just dip it into the chocolate. Now I found it easiest if you use a fork, but whatever you find is easier. You want to take them one by one, dip them in the chocolate, put them back on the plate, and then what I usually do is I just put them in the freezer for like 10-15 minutes to let the chocolate harden up a little bit more. And voila, that's what they look like. So then you can take them off the plate and you can put them into a bowl. Now you can serve them as is right now, or if you want to save them, you can always just store them in the fridge and then just have like 1 or 2 every day. So that's what they look like, and they are delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed those recipes because they are super good and super, super delicious. They are so, honestly, like super easy to make. Like I can't even get over how easy they are to make, and they're so good. So if you guys have any questions at all, let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know if you guys actually are going to make these, whether you have made them in the past, or maybe you've made made them with just maybe like a few different like ingredients or whatever. Yeah, let me know in the comments section down below. I love communicating with you guys in the comments section. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.